My maintenance routine is top tier. Grease, it reminds me of my childhood. Extra strong hold. Hey sugar, it's my Beaujolais here and welcome back to another diary session. We are doing a maintenance routine on our leave-in. Well, not leave-in. We're doing a maintenance routine on our protective hairstyle, which in this case is boho French curls. But you can do this routine for any type of braids that you have in your hair. Boho French curls, boho knotless, anything, dreads, whatever. You can use this maintenance routine. So let's get into it because my hair looks actually not that bad. This is 5 weeks. This is 5 weeks. Wait, 5, 6, hold on. I think it's 5 weeks at this point. I don't think it's 6 weeks yet. But next week will be 6 weeks. Look at my hair. It's going strong, okay? It's not trying to, it ain't leaving. I'm telling you, my maintenance routine is top tier. You will not get a better one. And tell me, your hair will last you 2 to 3 months whenever you want. I don't leave my hair in for that long, but if you want, you can. Okay, first thing I love to do, which we're gonna do, is scalp routine. Scalp routine is so important because if you have dry scalp like me, you want to make sure that you're still taking care of your scalp and your hair underneath as much as you can when you have a protective hairstyle in. In this case, that's what we're doing. You can section off your hair, but my hair is actually not knotted or anything, so I don't need to section it off. I don't have that many flyaways, so it's easily accessible for me to get the roots in the scalp of my hair. But we're gonna use this blue magic coconut oil. This is not the only thing we're gonna use for our scalp, but I'm gonna disperse it around my hair. I want to make sure that I'm not getting every part of my scalp because you don't want to create too much buildup on your scalp, especially if you're still gonna have this hair in for at least a few more weeks or a few more days. So I'm going to disperse this in the most places that I feel needs it, you know, dry, maybe a little flaky. Been doing this every week. I do it when I feel like my hair or my scalp really needs it. So in this case, I did go a little hefty with the coconut oil, but I didn't put it everywhere on my scalp because we're gonna go in with some grease, some hair grease. This is gonna be your best friend. Now you can use any type of hair grease, hair lubricant, whatever you want. I'm using the Do Grow Hair Vitalizer. Helps it grow mega long, helps reduce breakage, allowing hair to grow longer. It looks like this. I love a green grease. It reminds me of my childhood. And it smells so good. This, I'm gonna make sure to try to do it in the most driest places. So wherever I didn't put coconut oil is where I'm gonna put the grease, because I just wanna make sure that my hair isn't giving white flakes everywhere like it's snowing. Can take this a step further and go in with some oil, or if you don't want to use grease because you know your hair just doesn't like it, or you just don't want your hair to be greasy, then you can just go in with oil instead of grease. I am just gonna do a tiny bit of the places where I feel like it was hard for me to get in between the braids, not so much the parts, but in between the braids of where your hair is braided. That's where I'm gonna put this oil. So like, you know, in between, right over here. This helps if you have an applicator with a pointy tip. And right after that, I'm just going to massage my scalp. And I like to do this way before I refresh my braids. Now here's the part that I absolutely love, or hate love relationship with it. Curl refresh. we have to refresh our curls, and I like to do it the quick way unless my hair really needs like that down, get dirty with it. We need to refresh these curls, you know what I mean? So I'm going to start sectioning off my hair. After I section off, I just make sure that there are no fairy knots in the section that I'm going to be refreshing. And fairy knots are kind of like this, like just a whole bunch of knots. And you want to try your best to be gentle with your hair and take the hair apart with your fingers. And like this would be considered a fairy knot right here. And if I can't get it out, make sure you're not cutting your hair. And I'm just gonna cut right here. I have a lot of hair in my hair, so I can do that and you won't even be able to notice it. And I'm gonna continue doing that throughout my whole head. Once one side is all detangled, I always go in with water first. I spray it all over the part where I want to refresh first. And then I just rake my fingers through so the water can actually be saturated inside the hair. You want to be aware which type of hair you have, either human or synthetic, when it comes to getting products and putting them in your hair. I forgot that this was synthetic hair because usually every time I do a protective hairstyle, I always use human hair. Although this hair was provided to me by my hairstylist and I totally forgot that she used synthetic hair. This product, Mousse is very good when it comes to protective hairstyles. The only thing is you want to see what the objective of the product is going to give you. Like, what is the objective of the product? Is it to make your hair bouncy? Is it to make it voluminous? Is it to make it soft? Is it to make it crunchy hard? This product says boosted volume inject mousse, 24-hour body plus volume, extra strong hold. Right here, very small. Extra strong hold. And I didn't realize that until after I got the product and put it in my hair. I did not realize that this had extra strong hold, but it does say soft touch. So when I put this in my hair, did it give it a soft touch? Yes, at first. And then as it dried, it became an extra strong hold. So it made my hair a little crunchy. The results was good. My hair was still curly, but to the touch, it was very crunchy. And I don't like that when it comes to my hair. You know what I mean? Even with my natural curls, I don't like to have a crunchy feel to my hair. So when you're using products on your protective hairstyles, just make sure which type of products that you're using. Make sure that they're for synthetic hair. This product, which right after I do the water, I do this product. I spray it all over the part that I want to refresh. And this is Braid Refresher. It's specifically for braids and to refresh your braids. And it's the Jamaican Mango and Lime brand. I've never used this brand. It's pretty good. It does have some sunflower seed oil and coconut oil, so it can be a little bit oily, but you won't feel that after you put it on. Really like this product. It helps. It does what it needs to do. Just make sure you don't use it too much in your hair like every day. It's just for once every 2 weeks or so when you're refreshing your curls. Whenever you do to one side, you do for the other. So I'm gonna do the rest of my routine on this side. And what you can do if you want, if you get some harsh curls that don't want to curl back up, you can just finger curl, or you can put in rollers, which is what we're gonna do for the front of the hair. individually so you can make sure that like every part, every curl that is out is curled. I did not do that. This is my second time doing a refresh, and the first time I did do that. The second time, which is now, I'm not doing that because I don't need this hair to last too much longer. I probably have a week that I'm gonna leave this in, so I didn't want to do the most and do it piece by piece. But by all means you can. I did it the first time and it came out amazing, and I feel like honestly it looks pretty much the same as if I did do it individually because my hair isn't knotted. I keep up with my hair really well, so I don't need to do too much when I do a refresh because I make sure that my hair isn't knotted throughout the week. Every single day I'm raking my fingers through my hair, or I'm making sure that I don't have fairy knots. That is what makes a leave-in or a protective hairstyle last the longest. I do just want to take these two front pieces because I feel like the front is the most important part, and I'm just going to wet them, kind of do the same thing I did for all of it, taking apart the pieces that are out. I'm just gonna wet them. You can also brush out pieces to make sure they're not knotted if you want. And then I take the braid refresher and I'm just going to spray it on my hand and rake it through the pieces that are out. I have these little rollers. My mom used to put all of these in my hair when I was younger and it would leave me with the prettiest banana curls. But I'm gonna take one of these and I'm just going to wrap it around each strand that's out, roll it up toward my face, clip it in, boom. I'm gonna do that for all of them, and I'm gonna leave it in for a couple of minutes because that's literally all you need, especially with synthetic hair, and see how they come out.
Full of beautiful women, but I'm on mine. Room full of women and they notice me. Now they wanna listen to us.
This is the refresh. My curls feel lighter. They're not tangled at all, and I just feel so good. I feel so good. I feel so pretty. I feel so dainty. It just feels so good. And I have only done this twice over the past 5 to 6 weeks. This isn't something you have to do every day. If you keep up with your protective hairstyle, it will love you all the more for it. When you do your refresh, it's not gonna take you 2 to 3 hours because you keep up with your hair throughout the week. So yes, another thing that has helped me and has been my holy grail during this time is this sacred, what is it, a sacred scalp refreshing spray. Now I needed something bad. Once I hit 3 weeks, my scalp was like itchy. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's just itchy. Like, I get dry scalp, so I always have to keep up with my scalp and make sure that there's no like white flakes, make sure my scalp is hydrated. But sometimes when you have hairstylists, sometimes they go heavy on the product. It makes your hair way more itchier than it really needs to be for real. I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. But that's why when I do hairstyles, I try to let the hairstylist know, like, hey, you don't need to do too much on the product because my hair doesn't need that much. What I do with this refresh spray, I only put it on my scalp. I don't put it on the ends of my hair because I think this will help when you're taking down your hair. And she also has a product for taking down your braids that will make it go really quick, but I only put this on my scalp and it just refreshes your hair. It has peppermint oil in it, rosemary, and all that is gonna soothe your scalp. I put this on whenever my hair feels itchy and I need some relief. I use this only maybe every 3 days for the next week, and I don't have no itchy scalp no more. My scalp is not itchy. So this helps if you are someone who struggles with itchy scalp, especially when you have protective hairstyles. This is going to be your holy grail. Yeah, I'm so glad I got this done because I actually been putting this off, refreshing my hair, because it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But let me know what you think about this video. I want to know what else you want to see. Was this helpful? Was this not? What do you do on your refresh days when it comes to like your curly hair or when you have a protective hairstyle? I want to know because I want some tips too. Yeah, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're new and you just stumbled upon this video. I love the vibes here. I feel like I bring the vibes. We bring the vibes if you also subscribe. So yeah, don't forget to like, please comment, and I will see you next week. Kisses. Bye.
Freaking you, is there a freak in you? Come and talk to me, rush, baby, just like a Lee, so pretty.